Okay, starting with the back of the house, there's my bathroom window, and you can see lots of bark. There's Eric the neighbor's house with a good old cinder block wall. Now we're coming around to my corner, and pardon the jerkiness of this. And there's my little shed. Mary planted a little yellow blooming flower next to it, and I put a gecko on it. Okay, now we're panning left, and there's a rose bush that we left in, and then that's all mulched, that whole area. Now we're panning it for a little bit further, so there's a blank spot in there, and then we started planting about midpoint here, and I'm going to just span the yard where the planting is. And it goes all the way around, like so, to that corner where my cement pad is. And let's go back. There's bugs landing on me. And let's just follow that closely. So this is what Mary helped me plant. I'd like to say take credit for all of the design, but these were mostly her suggestions, leaving in some of the plants that were already there. Back there's where Junior is buried. And we have all these little flowering daisy things that are just now coming back because we cut them all back when we first planted them. My tree, or my bush, that looks kind of like an olive tree. And then we come all the way around to the corner to the sedum in front of the lamb's ear. The lamb's ear just took off. It was there, and then we planted some extra. And now we're coming around to the corner where the slab is, near the deck. And then we're looking up at the deck. Deck doesn't really have anything new except for the fact that it's painted. And I've got my plants on it, look halfway decent. So there's the deck. It's pretty sunny in this section right now. And then there's my shadow. We pan over to my gray pots, which I love, with the green succulent plants in them to cover up that edge of the house. And now we're going to face back towards the yard and walk across the little flagstone patio and into the corner. Now we're starting to look at the living room window, and we planted these purplish and green grasses along with one of those hydrangeas. I don't know what they're called, but their blooms are just absolutely gorgeous. They have those white blooms on them. So that's that corner, and then we're back to the bathroom window part of the house. So I'm going to back up here. So that's what the corner looks like, all the way over to the patio. I'm going to walk back towards the patio. You can see I put in some little gray stone along the edge of the flagstone for some drainage in the winter when it rains real hard. And there's my green succulents. Now I'm going to turn around and show you what I did with the extra flagstone. So this is looking at the yard from the flagstone patio, and this is what I did with the extra flagstone. I made some steps out to my two Adirondack chairs. And oh, doesn't the cherry tree look great? It's got such a great curve. And that's a lot of bark, but that's basically what the landscaping ended up being. Personally, I wouldn't want that much bark, but you know, it's California. Nobody can afford to put grass in anymore.